All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Horace Widdison, and welcome to this evening's show. Tonight, we're playing actually kind of an oddity I randomly picked up on a ROM site while I was just grabbing just a bunch of shit that looked cool. The game's official title is, Chojiku Yosai Macross, which is just super dimensional Fortress Macross for the PS2. This is from about 2003, and you know, somebody actually made the really obvious fucking leap of logic here. They looked at Macross, and then they looked at Ace Combat 4, and then looked back at Macross, and then looked back at Ace Combat 4, and went, what if we did that? And it actually works pretty well. It's just that it's also not Ace Combat. It's kind of weird. It's like Robotech Battle Cry, but it's more Ace Combat, but it's still Robotech Battle Cry. The controls aren't perfect, but it's actually a really enjoyable ride, honestly. And see what else was I gonna say? Right, it's completely in Japanese because this is one of those games that never made it overseas. Cause, well, you know who to blame is for who's to blame for that. So come along and let's enjoy ourselves here. You're probably not going to understand anything anyone is saying. However, if you've seen Macross, the television series, and Macross Do You Remember Love, you will know what's going on and be able to roughly place ourselves. And as I have found, game's rather simple. It's one of those games that it's so well articulated what you're supposed to do most of the time that it doesn't matter what fucking language it's in. Well designed there. It's also got the hybrid buttons where it's got X and circle are accept. It's almost like they were expecting to, bring this over at some point. Kind of like, Lost War Chronicles for Gundam. It's almost like this was part of the plan at some point, but I guess not. But, alright, so let me get everything up here. See, pop the game in here. Now, this should already be functioning. Yes, it is. All right. So, let us enjoy the intro, shall we, folks? Just center everything on the screen here. Slide myself a bit over here because it's a standard resolution game, so there's no way, there's no reason for me to be standing in front of the limited game space here. But let us enjoy Macross. The controller should be plugged in. We should be okay. Dancing Fool, we don't talk about land air mechs. Even though there are just, they're just Guardian mode fucking variable fighters. But we don't fucking talk about those. But, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Macross. And the controller isn't plugged in properly. God damn it! Something always goes fucking wrong. Oh, come on. Wait, no, hang on here. Nope. Son of a bitch. Alright, I know what the problem is, but hang on here. Okay, let's see here. Right, it is... Right, automatic mapping for... Yeah, it's because I have the other fucking things plugged into my computer right now. Silly me. Now, this should work. Yes, it is. Okay, good. Right. Kind of lost the presence of the intro there, but yeah, just kind of... the emulator gets confused if I have more than one input device in there. But, right, so, welcome to the show, folks. Okay, every story I read about Battletech, someone invariably brings them up no matter how much of a boondoggle they were in universe. Well, that's because people like to be cool and say, you know, the obscure facts. Also, Cinnamon, was that you? Right, thank you for... I think that was a subscription? Sorry, I was looking somewhere else. Hang on here. Get the kick dashboard actually open because the window actually closed on me. Yes, right, Cinnamon. That was a follow, right? But thank you, sir. Welcome back, sir. Always good to see you, sir. Right, okay, so let's get playing, well, frankly, just we're playing Macross. We're gonna do, there's two routes. We can play the TV version and then the movie version. We're gonna play both of them, because I think it's not very long, so we should be able to finish both, though, the movie version's missions are noticeably more difficult, but it's not, like, crushing difficult. You just have to have played the first part of the game. The game wants you to play the TV version first before you dive into that shit, because, wow, the movie is fucking murderous! But, so, to articulate to everyone, we're gonna play the tutorial, and you're gonna see how rather easy to get into this game is, even though there are a couple of odd things about it, like how the controls are set up. In order to fire my guns and lock missiles, I have to do this really weird fucking claw hand thing on, like, I have to move, like, I have to press the throttle button, or the boost button, with my middle finger, and I have to press the gun and missile buttons with my thumb and index finger. It's kind of weird. It's not exactly fantastic! Right, okay. So we will play the tutorial. Everyone nod your head and pretend you can understand everything the cute girl is saying. Don't stare at anybody. They won't let us into the fucking Tomcats if they figure out we're not supposed to be here.
統合軍の新型戦闘機 VF1 バルキリーの操縦法を訓練機を使用して学習してもらいます。これは ASS1 のオーバーテクノロジーを注ぎ込んだ機体で、従来とは全く異なる性能を有しています。
Don't laugh!
その最大の特徴は3種類の形態に変形できる点です。通常の形態はファイター。これは通常の戦闘機と同様の形態であり、操縦も戦闘機のつもりで行えば大丈夫です。空中でも宇宙空間でも高速に移動することが可能です。もう一つの主要な形態はバトロイド、人型のロボット形態です。そして両者の中間的形態であるガボーク。この形態では V トールのようなホバリングや地上での高速走行が可能となります。これからの訓練ではそれぞれの形態での操縦方法と攻撃方法を学習してもらいます。使用する機体は VF1D。 私の管制指示に従って訓練を進めてください。それでは早速訓練を開始します。
Again, everybody nod your head and just do what the girl says. There'll be helpful images and pictures along the way.
それでは早速訓練開始です。
We're not officially supposed to be here, but you know what? The UN Space Force is kind of low on pilots. Enlistment's down. They kind of need to bring in the Gaijins.
敵が高速飛行するタイプなら、まずはこの形態で接近してください。敵役の機体が飛んでいますから、接近して攻撃してください。
You might have noticed this looks a tad familiar.
加速はブーストボタンで行います。減速するには減速ボタンを押してください。 コンテナが大きくなったら
Triangle's brake, X is throttle.
ロックオンボタンを押して敵を
Circle's
ロ
missile
ックオン
lock.
してください。その後ボタンを離すと発射します。長時間ロックオンすると多重ロックオンで複数のミサイルを同時に発射することができます。
Yes, we smiled and we smiled and nodded our way into this job after the global war by, you know, just forging our papers. They're not magic, by the way, so
その調子。ミサイルの切り替えは武器選択ボタンで行います。
we also have special
射
weapons.
程や威力が異なるので状況に応じて使い分けてください。敵が前方上空に出現したら操縦桿を引いて機体を上向きにします。敵が前方低空に出現したら操縦桿を押して機体を下向きにします。敵を捉えたらロックオンして攻撃してください。その調子。
See, we already know how to play this game. We've been trained for this. You know, just not by this army, which is where the sticking point is. Also, you might... the controls are locked right now, but the rudder is incredibly powerful in this game for some reason.
そんな指示はしていませんよ。その調子。次はいよいよ変形です。左変形ボタンを押すことでファイターからガウォーク、さらにバトロイドへと変形します。
Yes, gear walk mode. Yes, I understood some of these terms. We call that Guardian back in the States, but we can't... Remember, can't say that shit.
ではまずガウォークに変形、続いてバトロイドに変形してみてください。今度はガウォーク、そしてファイターに変形してください。
You see, while triangle is the air brake, you can kind of use the transformation button as a speed brake.
プラットフォームに降りて地上訓練に移ります。
Also, the Battleroid mode is used for close-in targets and missile interception, so it kind of works for oh fuck, stop and shoot things.
しばらく変形は禁止します。バトロイドでは操縦桿を前後に倒すことで全身交代ができます。
Yes, yes, I know. If you can fly a fighter jet, you can operate a Battleroid. 静止時にブーストボタンを押すとジャンプ、移動中にブーストボタンを押すとダッシュもできます。バトロイドでの主要な武器はガンポットです。画面中央付近で画面内に敵を捉えていれば自動照準できます。 No stranger, Battleroid is, well, a term nobody uses anymore for giant robots, but hell, I remember it.
この訓練フィールドにも敵役の機体が配置されています。素早く接近して効率よく攻撃してください。
Fear my 20mm Vulcan pod.
動き回る敵を効率よく倒すにはサーチモードを使います。身近な敵を常に正面に捉えてくれます。サーチモードはボタンを押している間だけ有効です。空中地上を問わず敵を素早く探し出すにはバトロイドに変形してサーチモードになると良いでしょう。
Ow. Oof.
バトロイドで敵の攻撃をかわすには平行移動を使います。左右に移動しながら
Those are the strafe buttons on the ground.
相手の攻撃をかわしながら回り込むように攻撃できます。基本的な戦術ですから覚えておいてください。
Again, look at the pretty pictures, smile and nod your head. We've done this before, boys. We're not allowed to talk about it, but we've done this before.
ミサイル攻撃は上下左右への移動でかわすこともできますが、バトロイドの場合は頭部レーザーで撃ち
That
落とす
sounds
こと
gonna
が
haunt
でき
you
ま
in
す。
your sleep.
状況に応じて使い分けてください。
Uh-oh. Ow. Oops. Hit the mission boundary.
それではガウォークに変形してください。
So on the ground, the missiles become the head lasers, which are used for laser anti-missile systems.
ここからはガウォークの訓練です。変形は禁止します。
So basically, if you're being swarmed by missiles, you kind of just go into Battleroid mode and start firing, holding down which we'll call it square and circle and praying.
バトロイドと同じですが、前進後退は加速減速ボタンで行います。
Backwards, forwards, triangle X. Though Gearwalk mode's controls are kind of strange. However, you do have access to all of your weapons, aside from the head lasers. Going up is kind of strange, though, because you have to point the nose up. Ah!
空中ではファイターからガウォークに変形することで急減速や空中停止が可能になります。素早く方向を変えるにも適した形態です。
It would help to lead those missiles, mate.
地上ではバトロイドよりも高速に移動し
We also don't have hard lock while we're doing this, because if I hold L2, it brings me into Battleroid mode. So that's where you get hard lock. This you're playing Armored Core, and it's a little sketchy, but it can be done.
おめでとう。いよいよ実戦部隊に配属ね。
Congratulations, though. We survived basic training. Yeah, just in time for the fucking aliens to show up, but that'll only help us because, you know, when the shooting starts, no one's really going to be asking questions. They're just going to be happy for the air support.
訓練機 VF1D もこれで卒業。記念にいいものをあげるわね。これはバルキリーシリーズのトレーディングカード。今すごく流行ってるの。はい。これ VF1D のカード。ようやく手に入れたものだけど、訓練機卒業の記念になるから。
And I suppose it's somewhat similar to Strike Suit Zero, Stranger, now that you mention it. This isn't a new design even for when it, you know, the game that it is. It's just a expression of it. I suppose Strike Suit Zero is also an expression of it, but there are games this is one of them games in a genre that I don't really know how to quantify.
いつまでも初心を忘れないために大事にしてね。
You have seen these games before, which is why we know how to play them. And why, when we smile and nod, they let us through. Because they know we're not supposed to be here either, but, once again, they're kind of shorthanded. You know, the whole global war thing. It's almost like, hey, we were, busy killing each other and, by the hundreds of thousands per day, and the only thing that stopped us was a big, stupid alien ship rocketing through the atmosphere suddenly out of nowhere. Times are tough, but, we've got bigger problems. Like, where the fuck that ship came from. We've got the format the memory card, but yeah, again, smile and wave. They'll hand you a paper, find the bottom, sign your initials.
Seireki 1999年突如宇宙より飛来した物体は全長1200メートルにも及ぶ巨大な宇宙戦艦であった。
So again, we're not going to be able to understand any of these, but if you've seen Macross, or Robotech by extension, you know what's going on here? In and about the year 1999, we were busy fucking killing each other in a rather large global war. And, all of a sudden an alien spaceship came out of fucking nowhere and slammed into an island in the Pacific. Everyone put down their guns and turned their heads and went, in unison, "What the fuck was that?" and stopped fighting.
人類のテクノロジーをはるかに超えるその戦艦からは異星ここに国家間の利害統合政府の成立は決して容易な道ではなかった。
I think those are PSG ones.
激烈な局地戦が世界各地で繰り広げられたのである。やがて長く苦しい統合戦争も終わり、地球は平和を取り戻した。
Yeah, so, in addition to what the fuck was that, upon examining the wreck here, and that's its repaired form after we put it back together, the next resounding statement held safely inside the walls of the spaceship with, need to know basis government personnel only present. What do you mean they're 30 feet tall? Thus, requiring the need of, certain very large robots.
そしてついに異星からの墜落船は人類の船巨大戦艦マクロスとして蘇った。
Dancing Fool, we haven't even gotten to the Meltran part of the situation, and that was kind of not entirely removed from Robotech, but kind of, it's still there, but not really. The whole Zeltran Meltran thing that's one of the things they kind of whitewashed, but we haven't gotten to the 30-foot tall women yet.
墜落から実に10年の月日が流れていた。
ようこそ地球統合軍バルキリー隊へ。私は管制担当のエマ・グレンジャー中尉、ナビゲーターを務めます。
Yes, they have graciously decided to let us choose our posting. We're either on the Prometheus or we're on Armed 1, which it's called ARM, and it's on the arms of the SDF-1. Look how fucking clever these people are. But, yeah, so this is, if you're a bit astute about Macross, a choice between the television version of the events and the movie version, because they kind of write the Prometheus out, the Daedalus and Prometheus out of the show with the movie, which is somewhat unfortunate, but, as I said, we're gonna play the TV version first, and then we're gonna come back around and play the movie version. Big meaty claws, yes. Huge, I forget what those are called at the end, but the, whatchamacallit, the catapult catches.
では早速ですが、これよりあなたの配属先を決定いたします。バルキリー隊のロイ・フォッカー少佐、よろしくお願いします。
Yeah, so we're going to choose the Prometheus posting so that we do not get vaporized in the first contact with the Zentradi.
よし、ひよこ。お前もこれから実戦部隊に配属されることになる。
Oh, look, it's that asshole. Hi, Roy. Nice to see you. Been a while, buddy.
望み通りになる保証はないが、一応希望を聞いてやろう。配属先候補はプロメテウスとアームドワンだ。どちらがいいんだ？プロメテウスだな。
Yes, we're going to go to the Prometheus posting so that we have a chance to survive the initial encounter.
よし。今日からお前は空母プロメテウス所属のバルキリー隊に配属だ。
Cause yeah,
しっかりやれ。
the casualty rate, the casualty listings for the first encounter with the Zentradi are not great. They're even worse in the movie.
西暦2009年2月7日、地球統合軍宇宙艦隊所属 SDF-1 マクロスは進駐式を迎えていた。その最中、艦長である私のもとに知らせが届いた。
Yeah, so, quite right, Dancing Fool. The first encounter with the Zentradi rocks Earth shit, and in the movie, they canonically kill literally fucking everyone in the first wave.
宇宙空母アームド1が
Which is
軌道上に重力異変と
quite
現象を
bad!
検知したというのだ。マクロスのブリッジに駆けつけた私が見たのは信じられない光景だった。
Hi there, Skip. Nice to see you, Captain Global.
ブリーフィングを行います。
副官のマイストロフ大佐だ。フォッカー少佐が式典会場に行っているので、私が代わりに説明する。式典の途中だが、看過できない事態が発生した。つい先ほど、宇宙空母アームド1が月軌道上にて重力変動と発光現象を検知した。
Yeah, so, allow me to translate. Slip space rupture detected.
これは10年前、SDF-1 マクロスが空間転移により地球近傍に現れた時と同じ現象だ。 今回も何かしらの物体がフォールドアウトしてきた可能性が高い。さらに今回のデフォルト反応は前回とは比べ物にならないほど大きいとの報告もある。グローバル艦長も状況把握をするために式典を中座してマクロスブリッジに向かっている。何事だ？
Yeah, also, yeah, you know, the spaceship that we repaired just kind of went and shot at the approaching enemy by itself. We, didn't mean to do that, but, well, it glassed their recon picket real fucking good, didn't it?
緊急事態発生。マクロスメインシステム暴走。勝手に手法を発射しました。
Shame about that side of the runway, though.
なんだと？
速報。本艦手法ビームは月軌道内28万キロ地点で宇宙船と思われる物体に命中。これを破壊。現在後続の宇宙船多数急速接近中。こちらの砲撃に対する報復攻撃が予想される。全艦第1級戦闘配置。
Yeah, and then, that's where the Space Force comes in, and, things don't go well.
なんということだ。
But remember, we didn't choose that posting.
諸君、聞いての通りだ。直ちに前期発進準備。状況の変化、任務の更新はブリッジオペレーターから追って指示を下す。頼むぞ、マクロスを守ってくれ。
Why, hello, Ace Combat 4. Nice to see you. Didn't expect to see you here, but it's nice. Alrighty, boys. Our call sign is Skull 7.
本艦は現在異星人と交戦中である。これは演習
As
で
you
は
can
な
see,
い。
the airspace is getting quite crowded.
これは演習ではない。
We, should fix that.
スカルリーダーよりスカル7番機上がってきたなひよっこ。いきなりの実戦だ。
Out of range.
目的は敵空戦部隊の殲滅だ。気を抜くなよ。
Rudder's a bit uncontrollable. Ah, you bastard. Well, that's what the missiles are for.
高度が高すぎます。戦闘高度を守ってください。
Clear! All of those missed, of course. Those are the expensive ones. That kind of does that automatically. I can't really control it, but it's nice, isn't it? Yee! Little close. Took a little shrapnel in on there. And it missed.
やるじゃないか7番機。その調子だ。
ガンサイト1よりバルキリー隊の各機へ。敵地上部隊多数接近中。B 隊形を取って地上の敵を殲滅してください。
Now, once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're not supposed to be here. Just smile and nod your head. Usually our main objectives are kill everything in sight or go to a place. That's really it. Very simple to understand. Splash, fucker! See? Horribly violent and dangerous work, but frankly, very simple. You can see why they let us in.
こちらガンサイトは本艦はこれより浮上します。
Whoa!
マクロス、
I'd like to hardlock one of them.
着します。
Oh. Right. The gravity pods. Way to go, geniuses.
今は市街地の敵に集中してください。
See, unfortunately, when we use all this amazing fancy alien tech, we don't really know how it all works. And we can't make fucking girders strong enough to hold them up. Lesson learned, anti-gravity is kind of complicated, isn't it?
機体損傷。
Ah. The officer pods are here. See, you guys can't see it, but I'm kind of holding the controls in a claw here. I've got my thumb on the X button and the square button,
敵指揮官を撃破。
and I've got
地上部隊撤退していきます。
my index finger on the circle button as I'm trying to maneuver around, you know, killing people. It's a really rather
本艦は
odd
これより
control
地球製の
scheme.
エンジンにて再浮上。
Because you want to do everything at once, but they won't
マ
let
クロ
you.
ス発進
And yes, we know that one. It's called a Glog here, but we know that one is a
こちらガン
Marauder.
サイト1、本艦はこれより衛星軌道まで上昇。バルキリー対角機は上空にて本艦に合流せよ。
了解。
But hey, mission complete. Not bad for a first outing with an enemy we don't actually understand. But like I said, most of the objectives are just fly around and kill everything. Don't worry about those. The game doesn't really grade you terribly well.
兵士は生き延びるのも大切な任務。初陣を見事に生き抜いたわね。
Fun fact, there's a variable fighter version of the Glog. What do you mean there's a variable? What do you mean there's a fucking land-air mech marauder? This I didn't know.
今日の記念にあなたが乗っている VF1A のトレカをあげるわ。大切にしてね。
Yes, we get a trading card because we're so super cool. But yeah, so we're officially, for the opening segment, tasked as Skull 7 under, of course, Roy Folker, Skull Leader. We eventually get promoted to Purple Team.
異星人と遭遇しても先制攻撃を仕掛けてはならないという前日の防衛会議の決定は私の見るところこれはマクロスを残すという異星人の仕掛けた罠こうしてマクロスは戦闘状態に突入した本来の予定通り宇宙空母アームド1アームド2とドッキングするべく艦は合流ポイントを目指した。
ブリーフィングを行う。
Yeah, so, well, the SDF-1 is successfully taken off under manual power after fucking up the gravity pod situation. Oops. Sometimes you need to try something to know it won't work. But so, yeah, so we're supposed to rendezvous with the Space Forces in low Earth orbit, and man, things are a fucking mess out there.
現在本艦は地表120キロを周回中だ。これより宇宙空母アームド1、アームド2とのドッキングのため合流ポイントに向かう。一方、月軌道上に出現した敵対勢力は
マクロスに接近しつつあり、攻撃が予測される。諸君らには本艦護衛およびドッキング中の安全確保の任についてもらう。敵の戦闘ポッドをマクロスに接近させるな。敵さんの戦闘ポッドの宇宙での機動性については確認されていない。十分注意するように。以上だ。
Yeah, so we're supposed to run cover for the SDF-1 and the Space Force units until Arm 1 and Arm 2 have time to dock with the SDF-1, as planned. However, most of you already know this doesn't fucking happen, because while the Space Force is holding its own out there, yeah, the enemy ships don't seem to stop coming. We're not quite sure how many of them there are out there.
こちらガンサイト1、敵攻撃部隊接近。護衛機各隊は戦闘準備。衛星軌道上に高エネルギー反応、急速接近中。
But like I keep saying, don't ask fucking questions, just smile and nod and do what the cute ladies tell you to do. Which is usually just kill all the aliens.
なんてこった。スカルリーダーよりバルキリー対活気。マクロスは絶対にやらせるな。気合を入れていけ。
Oh, there it is. Lost visual on that one.
軌道上からの敵の攻撃を受けています。敵の目を欺くため、本艦は高度を落として南アタリア島へ向かい、地表付近でフォールド攻防を行います。バルキリー対各機は本艦を援護しつつ共に降下せよ。
Eat shit!
マクロスは無防備だ。突入開始までに周囲の敵を全滅させろ。
突入開始は120秒後です。それ以上は待てません。
Good track. And nope. You know, I seem to remember those missiles being a bit better here, but silly me, I wasn't exactly sober while I was playing this game the first time. But that's how I know we're gonna be fine. Out of special weapons. Frankly, those aren't really paying dividends right now. We get better ones, though. Okay, enough with the missile camera. I need to kill more things. Glazing later, kill now. They sent one whole battle pod at me.
これより大気圏に突入します。
Oh yeah, we can do that? Even though that's gotta be hell on the Vulcans. Like, how do we do that with ordnance under the wings and the fucking gun pod? Those would melt right off the plane. Like, I'm sure the fuselage could be made to heat shield through that, but how the fuck would we carry ordnance through that? We'd have to eject literally everything.
本艦はこのまま降下し、指定高度に達した後、フォールド攻防を行います。バルキリー隊はそれまでに敵追撃部隊を迎撃し、帰還してください。
Once again, kill them all. Let's get some space here. What did I say about glazing? It's cool though, but come on now. As you might have noticed, the head lasers are actually surprisingly accurate, even more accurate than the Vulcan. That's just the military-industrial complex at fucking work, I guess. Whoa. Hi there. Egg splash, splash. I'll stop eventually, I promise. Good. Airspace clear.
増援を確認。時間がありません。
For about 5 seconds.
帰還してください。
I'm gonna say, well, actually,
甲板に着地してください。
actually, no. The mission objective is get your ass to the SDF-1. We're fucking leaving.
まもなくホールド交付を行います。早くマクロスに帰還してください。
Yes, I know. I know these words. Ladies and gentlemen, the key word is spacefold, which means we're fucking leaving.
バトロイド、
Hey!
ガウォーク形態で甲板に着地してください。
Joke's on you fuckers, you're about to be vaporized.
バトロイド、またはガウォーク形態で甲板に着地してください。
目標月の裏側フォールド突入10秒前9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1、0。
Hold on to something.
フォールド突入。
And, yeah, that's how we got out of that mess, though, yeah, it was, rather sudden blind jump, and, yeah, we kind of took half of the island with us, along with our carriers, too, which were not environmentally sealed. And now we're sitting out somewhere around the orbit of Saturn. Well, at least we're on deployment. Shame about the deckhands, though. But hey, apparently all the emergency shelters on the island were environmentally sealed for some reason. Not quite sure who decided that one, but good call, I suppose, in post. But hold on, ladies and gentlemen. On with the show in a moment, but let me go get some more coffee. It's gonna be a long casualty report. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am back with water and more coffee. Yeah, so, it's gonna be a long drive back to Earth from here. Did get an A rank on running away, though. You don't really get anything, though, so there's not much to actually get. This is kind of, admittedly, even though this game is very fun, it's kind of just a movie tie-in game for how much depth it has. It really isn't much to actually gain out of it, but it's still an enjoyable experience, and I highly recommend it. And as you can see, it's very simplistic. There are a couple missions where you have to go, oh, is that what I'm supposed to do? After fucking it up once or twice. But, you can quickly get the gist even if left to your own devices.
マクロスは敵の目を欺き攻撃をかわすために南アタリア島上空でのフォールド
Yeah, so
空間転移を決行した。
yeah, we kind of oops the whole fucking island out into space.
しかし予期せぬ手法発射の悪影響はフォールドシステムにも及んでいたのだ。
If you look real closely, you could see Jack Archer getting blasted off his ass as he didn't get to the ship in time.
マクロスは南アタリア島や海上の空母までも巻き込みフォールドを行った。しかもその行き先は設定したはずの月の裏側ではなく太陽系の外惑星冥王星軌道上だったのだ。フォールドとともにフォールドシステムは消滅しマクロスは通常航法で地球を目指すことになった。我々は空母プロメテウス強襲艦ダイダロスを急遽マクロスに係留し避難していた民間人5万人をシェルターごと艦内に収容した。
Yeah, so, just kind of hanging out there, in space was the vast majority of Macross City proper and, the Prometheus and Daedalus aircraft carriers. Yeah, as we found, there's kind of a lot of empty space inside the SDF-1, and so, somebody had the brilliant idea to kind of just make a city in there. Granted, we do have 2 supporting aircraft carriers to house all the aircraft, so we can kind of just move everything outside. Even though that does mean that the air crews are kind of just hanging off the side of the fucking boat.
一方新たな問題も浮上した。フォールドシステムの消滅によりエネルギー接続が断ち切られ手法が撃てないことが判明したのだ。
What effect does removing a part of the Earth have? Well, I don't really actually know, because there's probably a very big hole in the ocean floor now where Macross Island used to be. The very sudden tidal forces were probably an issue. However, I think everybody on Earth is, they kind of have bigger problems with the whole alien invasion that was coming after us, and we very quickly left the vicinity, but, if we're still in the TV version, they're still out there and fighting. If we're in the movie version, well, they don't have long to care. But then, then again, even if we're on the TV version, by the time we get to Force of Arms, oh, hey, look, the same scene, but in space. Yeah, most people don't have very long anyway, once we get to Force of Arms and we're back in orbit, but don't worry. We keep going, we'll get the cutscenes where they just kick us out the side on the fucking launch gantries.
現在マクロスは敵艦隊の猛攻を受けています。バルキリー対角機はマクロス周辺の敵戦闘ポッドを撃破してください。
ドンク。
聞いての通りだ。マクロスにまとわりつく敵機を蹴散らしてやれ。
Enough glazing! Actually, I think I could turn that off. Oh, that might be an issue. We should probably stop them. Right. See, our secondary missiles are actually harder hitting. They have a tendency of murking everything in a single hit. However, as you've seen, we're having a couple of problems getting them to actually track. I guess it's a little late to say sorry it doesn't work.
四方発射体制に入る。
トランスフォーメーション始動3分前。
トランスフォーメーション。何のことだ。
主砲のエネルギー接続を確保するためにマクロス全体を強引に変形さ
On
せ
this episode, what do you mean the giant spaceship is also a giant
民間人
robot?
居住区への深刻な被害が予想されます。
ガンサイト1よりバルキリー対角機へ。トランスフォーメーションまでなんとかマクロスを守りきって。
よっぽども聞いての通りだ。市民の犠牲を伴う決断だ。
Enough glazing!
失敗させるな。
マクロスに取り付いている敵はガンポットで慎重に仕留めてください。マクロス損壊率 10%。
The giant robot, space robot without point defense. Well, actually, no, stranger, it does have point defense. Those are the destroids hanging on the deck. We haven't seen them yet, but there's a couple warhammers down there shooting at everything that moves. A couple riflemen, too. They'll eventually get screen time, and whoops, those missiles went into the side of the boat.
気をつけなさい。
That's a oops. Because remember, hey, the Marauder's not the only thing from
トラン
Macross.
スフォーメーション始動1分30
We
秒
also
前。
have, you know, on hand the Warhammers, the Riflemen, and the Behemoth, too, down there. Wait till they pull the monsters out. Though, quite frankly, we only pull the monsters out when someone's about to fucking die and we're about to commit an atrocity. Stop shooting at my boat.
Macross 損壊率 30%。
トランスフォーメーション始動30秒前。
Look, we're gonna have enough fucking glazing when the entire spaceship transforms into a giant robot.
ノーマルミサイルゼロです。
Hey! Last one got a hit.
マクロス損壊率 40%。
よくやった。手を挙げたな7番機。スカルリーダーよりガンサイト1。なんとか持ちこたえたぞ。
See, everyone move out of the way real quick. Just, you know, make sure you got your hands close to, you know, your person. This is gonna get kind of technical here.
Macross のトランスフォーメーション。
主砲発射。
Yep, they're dead. How's the city inside doing now? You see, don't ask about that one. Just, you know, I hope everyone made it to the shelters and is hanging on to something rather tightly as the entire ship shifts, like, over 180 degrees. Yeah, so, yeah, the transformation sequence is quite destructive, and, you have to be careful. Because, you know, lots of falling objects, and, you know, it wasn't really designed to have a city inside it either. But, everyone's fine. Don't worry about it. We're alive. Just don't really ask too many questions, because half the shit we're doing right now, everyone just kind of figured out like 5 minutes ago. Which, yeah, to remind everybody, the SDF-1, in terms of the Navy that made the thing, the original, owners of the SDF-1, this is a destroyer. According to their size charts, this is a destroyer. So, take that into account. Though now we don't really actually get to see any of those people. Hey, though, A rank. Sorry about the missiles into the side of the boat, though, but hey, where the fuck are the destroid teams? Shouldn't they be on deck shooting everything in sight?
お前の昇進が決定したぞ。お前は今日から少尉だ。
Yeah, so that means that we can, in fact, actually say, whatchamacallit, sing We Ain't Gonna See No More and destroy our life inside the SDF-1, because, officially speaking, it is a destroyer, even though we think very highly of it, because we've only got one of them.
部下もつけてやる。おい、入ってこい。
Well, technically speaking, we wind up with 2 by the end of the adventure, but the SDF-2 doesn't really get to do anything.
自分はエディ・ユーティライネン軍曹であります。同じくブルース・ルーデル軍曹です。
Yes, Sirs, basically us. I'm not quite sure here, but these are either supporting characters for us and we're a silent protagonist, or we're playing one or the other character here.
まだ新米だが筋はいい。しっかり面倒見てやってくれ。
I think the creators would be rather impressed with what we manage with just a destroyer. Yeah, they'd probably be looking at the situation going, what the fuck are the goddamn Zentradi doing? Like, what the hell? Why don't we get these War Thunder matches is probably what they'd be saying right now. What the fuck? Are they all retarded?
よろしくお願いします。よろしくお願いします。
今日からお前にパープル招待を任せる。頼ん。
おめでとう少尉。
I was gonna let him talk, even though nobody can really understand what the fuck's going on here. But we're all having a great conversation, or rather, they're having a great conversation. We're just kind of hanging, off the wall here. We're we're background scenery here. We're those foreign mercenaries that were drafted into the UN Navy.
これからは VF1J がお前の期待だ。今まで以上の活躍を期待しているぞ。
Ah, right. We're being promoted to Purple Team Lead.
以上だ。
少尉、お疲れ様です。トレカ集めてるって聞いたんですけど。J 型のトレカがダブりなんで、1枚どうですか?
Again, smile for the cute girls and just keep on walking. We know what our job is here. Also, one of the bridge bunnies is telling us about the adventure now.
その後、いろいろと工夫をして市民の皆さんは避難し、町も壊さずにトランスフォーメーションができるようになりました。また、技術者の皆さんがフォールドシステム消滅後の空間に不思議なエネルギーを発見してバリアシステムを作ることになりました。艦全体をカバーできるものではありませんが、敵の攻撃に応じてバリアを移動させることができるため、ピンポイントバリアと命名されました。
That name. We'll get to that one, but yeah, pinpoint barrier system. Oh man.
マクロスは土星に接近しています。艦長はこちらから攻撃を仕掛けるために土星リングに潜む奇襲攻撃作戦を立てました。
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, don't get too comfortable on this ship. It's about as dangerous to us as it is to the enemy half of the fucking time.
ブリーフィングを行います。
What? It's the asteroid belt mission.
本艦は現在主砲発射体系をとって土星リング不透視領域である A リングに潜んでいます。この状況を利用し、こ これより敵艦に対し主砲による攻撃を目的とする奇襲作戦を行います。バルキリー隊は前期発進後3分以内にカッシーニ空域 R18 ポイントに到着し、
Yeah,
待機してください。
this game's version of the canyon run. We're running the rings of Saturn.
奇襲攻撃ですから移動時には敵に発見されてはなりません。したがって移動中は武器の使用およびリング外に出ることは禁止します。リング内には氷の塊が無数に浮かんでいますが、接触しないように十分注意してください。
Leave Slippy in the carrier so we don't have to deal with that mission. Too late!
敵を攻撃し、マクロス主砲軸線上に敵艦を誘い出すのが本作戦の目的です。
But hey guys, if we hit all the speed gates, we get to see the aliens reference.
主砲発射のカウントダウン
Or rather, the Independence Day reference, my bad.
主砲および誘爆を避けてください。
We either get Hoth or Independence Day. Which one you guys want?
間違っても主砲下線上でグズグズしないよう。以上です。
Ah! See? They're here.
オレンジ、パープル、ローズのバルキリー各隊は前方のリングを抜けカシーニ空域 R18 ポイントに移動。敵艦を主砲軸線上に誘い出す。
Okay, gentlemen. Nice and slow here. The objective is to not die while we run through the fucking asteroid belts and come out around the enemy to surprise them. Watch your head!
Yosh! 氷の塊には触れるなよ。気をつけていけ。敵に悟られたらおしまいだ。指示があるまで武器の使用は禁止する。もたもたするな。遅れるんじゃねえぞ。
See, that's what one tap of the rudders does. Get a little close to the operation area there.
決められたエリアを守ってください。敵に発見されますよ。
I know, I'm threading the needle here.
残りも気をつけて。
スカルリーダーより各機へ。これより惑星の影のゾーンに入る。氷に気をつけろ。ケーキに気を配れ。
Alright, coming up on the LZ now.
あと少しです。最後まで気を抜かないで。
16 seconds to spare. Now for what we came here to do.
ザコを叩いて敵艦を誘い出せ。よし、リングから出りゃこっちのもんだ。ブルース、行くぜ。張り切りすぎて油断するな。
Good, those are making contact. Seems that we fixed the tracking on those. Shame we can't carry very many of them.
トラブル発生。主砲発射できません。
なんてことだ。このままじゃやられちまうぞ。
Oh, a little close.
ミサイル接近。
Ah.
ピンポイントバリア展開。
敵ミサイルどうだ。
敵艦の監視から発射されてる。敵艦とマクロスの間だ。
Not this shit again.
何を始める気だ。
So So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, from experience, we're gonna try and rely on the pinpoint barrier system as little as possible.
バルキリー対各機は本艦を援護してください。
D 作戦ってなんだ？知るか、初耳だ。
聞いての通りだ。
Enough glazing, hit the damn target. That should be good. Yep, got it right as it missed. Or got it right as it left the area.
他各機はパークル小隊を援護。
Yeah. This is gonna get a little touchy.
機体損傷。
Ow.
敵艦進路予測完了。接触まで90秒です。
You know, Macross, any day now. I love standing out here, getting shot to shit, but if you guys are gonna do something, it'd be nice if you got the fuck on with it. Out of range.
D 作戦発動まで60秒。
I suppose it's not really a worry. I've got 500 goddamn missiles. Ow.
D 作戦発動30秒前。
Skip, that ship's getting a little close here. We got a plan, right? Oh.
マクロスは何をする気だ？
Well, that was a bit direct, but I suppose it worked. Good old Daedalus maneuver. What's the Daedalus maneuver? Well, first we punch the front of the ship, and then, the front of the assault carrier opens up, and a whole shitload of destroids fire literally everything they've got inside the ship, and then we very quickly back the fuck up. That's the Daedalus maneuver. Hey! Not bad for sitting out there getting shot while they were trying to figure out what the fuck to do. I guess all the destroid crews have to, had to get into their mechs from, lunch break, right?
Pinpoint barrier を艦首に収束させたダイダロスを敵艦に突き刺し、デストロイド隊の攻撃で内部から破壊する。
Unfortunately, we didn't get to see that one in game, but yep, there are the monsters, or behemoths, as we know, because a lot of people can see the rifleman and the warhammer, but you see, the behemoth is actually based, the behemoth is actually based off of the destroid monster. It's not quite the same, but it's kind of crimped off of the design. The archer is also in there, and also the, what is it? I believe the longbow is based off the phalanx. Which, again, it's kind of funny how Battletech melds in with Macross so damn well, even though we're not supposed to talk about any of this. Unfortunately, there isn't an atlas out there, but, well, a lot of the designs are, incredibly memorable, even though we can't really remember. We're not allowed to really remember. See, that's what we were. We're a bunch of mech pilots from Battletech. That's why we had to forge our papers to get in here.
早瀬注意がダイダロスアタックと名付けたこの攻撃で、なんとか敵を退けたマクロスは再び地球を目指しました。
See, they don't quite know, but all of us here in the Variable Fighter Squadron were actually Wasp and Panther pilots from BattleTech. That's why certain people in the know let us in, but you know the normal civilian populace isn't supposed to know about the interdimensional interlopers here.
しかしその後も必要な攻撃を受けて、進路の修正を余儀なくされ、火星近傍を通過することとなりました。
It's bye bye Mars.
火星に接近したところで、閉鎖されたはずの火星サラ基地から観測データの通信信号が届いたので。
Yeah, speaking of not remembering love, Martin, you want to tell that to Lisa Hayes?
物資の補給を兼ねて。
Because, you know, in the background, this one, she's kind of searching for a dead man.
ブリーフィングを行います。本艦は本日1100地球統合宇宙軍火星調査隊サラ基地東部に着陸予定です。
But you know, get Knights of Sidonia queued up in the background here, because that's kind of what we're doing here.
着陸後、作業班はサラ基地に遺棄されている物資を艦内に搬送します。バルキリー隊は敵の襲撃に備え、搬送作業班とマクロスの護衛任務についてください。補給路の確保はデストロイド隊が担当します。
Yep, the monsters are on the field.
パープル小隊は右舷側、第一次防衛ラインにて警戒任務についてください。サラ基地は4年前に閉鎖され、隊員は帰還途中に反統合軍の襲撃を受け全滅しました。
I don't know why we're glassing the base, but okay.
しかし我々は先ほどサラ基地から発信されたと思われる観測データの自動通信信号を受信しました。この信号は基地閉鎖以来一度も受信されていなかったものです。
Honestly, while the Veritechs get a lot of love, the Destroids do a lot of work in the series. Yes, it helps that, in addition to BattleTech carrying the designs, the Destroids are actually really neat in terms of, like, just their design and aesthetic.
何か異変がある可能性も否定できません。各員十分注意してください。
Every time you kind of see it on screen when you're watching something relating to Macross, you gotta, you know, us Westerners just kind of smirk and we just say to ourselves, I know your true face.
以上です。
I know what you are. Also, the silly fucking Ray Dome Tomcat. The EWAX Tomcat, which, yeah. That's not in this timeline, but that does make an appearance. Right. How do I have to... Yeah, oh, Jesus Christ, gear walk mode. Never mind. Yeah, not intentional. All right, there go to free kill missiles.
地中深くに何かあります。それが重力制御システムを抑え込んでいるようです。
罠か。このままじゃやばい。とにかく敵をマクロスに近づけるな。了解。
Just have to keep holding our position. Oh, you. I remember you. That's not your name. Ow. Ooh, ah. Clip the edge of the hitbox there. Beat it, asshole!
ガンサイト1より各機へオペレーションオーバーラン発動。サラ基地反応炉を暴走させました。5分後に臨界爆発します。この爆発をもって敵重力機雷を破壊。マクロスは浮上します。
Don't mind me stabbing that guy in a cutscene.
バルキリー隊は退却。基地付近に敵をおびき寄せて少しでも敵に損傷を与えてください。
Also, thank you, Martin, for that one. But yeah, no, Robotech Battle Cry is a completely different game. But yes, this is the shit that we got because Harmony Gold are a bunch of fuckers. However, the whole right situation with Macross is... it's complicated. But yes, this is some of the nicer things that we could have had. But thankfully, even though it is only in Japanese, we can understand just enough of it in order to play it properly. So at least there's that. Oh. Yo, that's another officer pod. Oh, that's two of them. Yay! Yeah, thanks for the difficulty tweak here. Get rid of you. That's one. Oh, hey, look, it's you. Nice to see you, main character. Ah! Yee! I guess we're pulling out now, but hey, yeah, if any of you have seen Macross Plus, that last officer pod, yeah, I got him with the bayonet. You know what where the bayonet is. Oh, hey, look, it's the rifleman. But yes, it's a very nice game, isn't it? It's a shame it was never exported, but hey, we're still having problems with the Japanese hiding all the good shit. Even today, looking at you, 30th anniversary Ava fucking special. Asuka trying to fucking hide from all of this, but no, we will show up uninvited to your Foyd party, Asuka. No, you can't fucking stop us. Hey, not bad though.
お疲れ様です。今度バルキリー隊に新しい塗装の J 型が入るらしいんです。
Red's not really my color.
先行発売のトレカを手に入れたので、1枚どうぞ。私たちがマクロスで地球を旅立ってから8ヶ月が過ぎました。
Yes, Martin, it's okay if Asuka bails on the good ending being handed directly to her, because, as all good communists say, this time it will work! And Asuka will force herself to do useless work, to manifest her dreams! You know, those dreams that were right in front of her. And there was a man offering to hand that to her. Don't think about it. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
町のみんなもマクロスでの生活に慣れて、それなりの市民生活が営まれています。
Like I said, though,
館内でテレビ放送まで始まることになりました。
Whenever Asuka's done fucking around, we'll see her on the beach. She knows where to find us.
開局記念にミスマクロス
Oh right, it's the fucking Miss Macross pageant episode. Speaking of women.
でもまさか敵の異星人までこの放送を
Hey guys, you want to see something really fucking strange and dissonant? It's this mission. You'll see it. Martin, good that you showed up for this one because you could back me up with this one. Also, we have the super armor for this mission. Also, it's retake, Martin. Thank you for exposing the, you know, the psychic hazard that is that Dojin series.
直ちに正体を確認の上、敵であればこれを排除してください。その機体は
Oh, you've never seen this, but you'll know exactly what I'm talking about as soon as you see it.
装甲が厚く、 ミサイルも多数搭載できますが
Because there's something really strange about this mission that's not intentional, but it's really fucking
変形がで
bizarre.
きないので注意して。
それではこれより第二次審査に入ります。第二次審査は水着姿の審査で主にプロポーションの美しさを。
変ね。軍用周波数に館内テレビ局の電波が入り込んでいるわ。
But
今
yes,
日から始まった放送なので
the Miss Macross pageant is running, and Minmay's there. Everyone loves Minmay.
くれぐれも気を散らさないように。
Unfortunately, we have a patrol. And then there's these fuckers.
やったでカルチャー
Proto culture. But yeah, so yeah, Martin, have a look at this.
ウケストダンツウマルテス
You know, when it actually starts.
サダンツウケデブラニレケガタス
So I can't transform, however, I have access to all of my weapons. Ah, yes, there it is. Yeah, so Martin, sit here with me and try to, like, you know, take this moment in here, because this is kind of like playing Metal Gear Solid 2 at the end and watching the Japanese Idol videos play randomly in the fucking codec or on the map screen. It's really fucking weird. It's quite a strange place to see that feeling again, but yeah, we're just kind of at the end of Metal Gear Solid 2 again, wandering around naked around, you know, the Arsenal gear while Japanese Idol videos are playing rather strangely in the background. GW's drunk. No one really knows what the fuck is going on, but hey, we've got a transforming Tomcat. Yeah! It's over. But wasn't that really weird? It was a strange place to encounter that feeling. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Jeez. Ow. It's a little difficult to describe the kind of control, the grip I have on my controller right now, because it's not normal. Yay, oh, whoa, ah, yee! Okay, good.
ロームコルケザンダケルカリアテックアンツテルネスタルニマルテソケス
決定しました。ミス・マクロス、リン・ミンメイ。
Everybody clap for Minmay winning the VTuber pageant over there. Eh. Yeah, so there go the Zentradi interlopers to blunder into the SDF-1 and learn about the wonders of human society. And what do you mean men and women live together peacefully in Microdian society? That's impossible! To which the humans would reply, Yeah, it gets a bit difficult sometimes, but somehow we managed. Hey, we're on a pretty good streak here. Yeah, but Meltran and Zeltran living together? Well, that's preposterous. Our women try and kill us at every opportunity. To which the Micronian looks up at the Zentradi and goes, first time, huh?
コンテストは大盛況で、ミンメイちゃんが見事ミスマクロスに選ばれました。一方マクロスは地球間近に到達しながらも敵艦隊の包囲に遭い、戦局は膠着状態です。通信妨害が解除された。
Yes, meanwhile, aside from the fucking beauty pageant, there's a war on.
それを傍受した異星人はあっという間に地球の言葉を解読してしまいました。
Now I forget where we are.
そしてゼントラーディと名乗って降伏勧告の
Miss
通信を送りつ
Macross.
けてきました。
And hello, Cinnamon. Welcome to the show. Now, where are we
ブ
now?
リーフィングを行います。
Have we made our planetfall yet? Almost.
敵の攻撃により小惑星カミールが全壊、無数の破片となって本艦の周囲を
Sorry, I had to go fix myself a pineapple salad. We're getting to that one, Cinnamon. We haven't gotten there yet.
さらに攻撃によりマクロスの広域レーダーが損傷を受け、その機能を停止しています。
Again, what's with the 0080 kid but black? Man, Martin, that is a criticism. You know, you're not wrong, but
修復までには10時間かかると
I
の
can
こと
see
で
what you're getting at there, but
す。このため現在我々は周辺中域の状況把握が全くできない状態にあ
I
ります。
forget exactly what we're doing in this mission.
この状況下で我々は先ほど敵対勢力からと思われる通信を受信しました。
We'll probably be able to figure it out.
降伏勧告です。
Like I said, most of the mission objectives in this game are kill literally everything on screen or go to place.
グローバル艦長はこの勧告を無視するとの決定を下しました。敵が新たな作戦行動を起こすことは間違いないでしょう。早瀬中尉のキャッツアイとバーミリオン小隊が探索に出動しましたが、
Alright, it's the Cat's Eye escort mission.
難航しています。
Right, we're escorting the fucking Orion.
そこで速やかに索敵を行うべくキャッツアイ2号機を発進させることとなりました。あなたたちにはこの護衛任務に当たってもらいます。なお今回の索敵オペレーターには本人の強い希望もあり、エマ・グレンジャー中尉が任に当たります。敵がすでに動き始めているかもしれません。十分注意してください。
So right, we're escorting the fucking Orion picket.
そういえばミス・マクロスのリン・ミンメイが来週の日曜日にアイドルデビューするんだってな。ああ、ニャンニャンでチャイナドレス着てた子だな。悪くないとは思ってたが。
あら、ミンメイさんってもうこんなにファンがいるんですね。
All right,
はい。
the radar operator's a cute girl.
マクロス
I
の
forgot
中から
about
生ま
that
れた
one.
アイドルですので。そうであります。自分も応援しているであります。
ミンメイさんのためにも私たちはマクロスを守らなければなりませんね。
Minmay's not really my type though, just to have said
警
it.
察機をしっかり護衛してね。
But we're in Macross. We're all just stuck in the love triangle. It happens invariably. But Miss Radar Operator ain't too bad on the eyes, don't you think?
敵編隊接近。くそ、注意は守ってみせる。
Yay! A little close. Okay, splash. Special weapons. Boy, they love shooting at me, don't they? That should track. Good, that's in. Huh? Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Beat it, that's my tomboy Rio.
敵襲
What did I just fucking say?
大変だ。キャッツアイが敵に拿捕されたぞ。やめたまねしやがって。絶対逃がさねえぞ。奴にミサイルを使うとキャッツまで損傷するぞ。ガンポットで倒せ。了解。
Oops. Gotta be very careful about this one. As a scalpel.
勝利軍曹ありがとう助かったわ護衛部隊があなたたちで本当によかった
よし。
Nicked her a bit on the way in, but
あとは残りの敵は殲滅だ。
I'll buy her a drink later. Slippery little bastard. Good, got him. Yay! A little close on that last one.
偵察部隊応答願いますそちらは大丈夫ですか
こちらは護衛2番機。危ないところだった。奴らキャッツアイを狙ってきたんだ。
やっぱり実は早瀬中尉の登場したキャッツアイ1号機が護衛部隊ともども消息不明なんです。
なんだって。
データ収集は完了を確認しました。任務達成です。
直ちに帰還してください。
Mm-hmm. Mission accomplished. Salvage ship. Is that the technical term for that thing? They were trying to salvage our tomboys? Well, I mean, fair, but obviously. Sometimes they need a bit of saving. But, hey, no, back off. Well, there goes the streak, even though I don't think I did terribly wrong. You know, kind of accidentally nicking the cat's eye to a half health as I, closed in to try and shoot the salvage ship was a bit of a whoops there, but everything's fine. No, they did that, not me.
「早瀬中尉のキャッツアイを護衛する任務に当たった隊長と俺とマックスは周囲と共に異星人に拉致されてしまった。そこで俺たちが見たのは圧倒的な軍事力。ミス・マクロスになったミンメイちゃんの歌手デビューの日が近づいた。
Yes, we know. Everyone loves Minmei. Moving on.
敵戦闘部隊多数接近中。前期発進して。
What the hell is going on now?
リーダー、気を抜くなよ。
Okay, good. Excellent start. I see we've very clearly fixed the problem with the heavy missiles not hitting anything. Hats off to the ordnance techs for finally figuring that shit out. No glazing. Whoa! That one got a little close. Right, see you later, stranger. Okay, scope's clean.
なんだ今のは。
Huh?
パブル正体。初めて見る敵がそっちに向かった。強敵だ。気をつけろ。
What are we panicking about? Oh. Oh. Yeah, well. Ah! Unfortunately, you're not on my dance card, but I know who is. Somebody call up Max and tell him to get his fucking wife off me. Good fucking Christ, women. The amount of trouble you're giving me, I should be the one marrying you. Yo! Uh-huh.
目の前からアルケスマカガーマラスカスガドラスメナルトに
keep running.
ロムインタローアメリアとラプラミスガンツプレウケトウケダバルス
応答願います。こちらマクロスブリッジオペレーター早瀬美沙他4名敵戦闘ポットを奪取し漂流中救援願います。
聞いたか。行方不明になってた早瀬注意じゃないのか。生きてたんだ。敵のポッドをダッシュしたってことは捕虜になってたのか。
Roy, what did we miss?
これで敵の様子がわかるかもしれん。
Hey!
大変なことになったぞ。
Watch your fucking flying!
早瀬注意はそちらの担当区域を漂流中です。レーダーに位置情報を送りますので接近し B 体系で捕捉してください。
やったー。マクロスに戻
ったらパーッとやりましょうね。
All right, these idiots.
柿崎君はそればっかりですね。柿崎らしくていいよ。今夜は俺がおごるよ。さすが隊長。
漂流しているポットに接近し B 体系で捕捉してください。
It's a little difficult to get close to them, but right, you morons.
漂流しているポットに接近し B 体系で捕捉してください。
こちらパープル3、早瀬中尉の戦闘ポットを捕捉。これより帰還する。
Are defectors, as it were. Not bad against Miria.
「早瀬対以下4名の話はにわかには信じがたいほどの驚くべき内容であった。彼らはゼントラーディ軍に捕まり尋問を受けた後、脱出に成功して奇跡の生還を遂げたのだ。西暦2009年。
Ah, yes, finally, Planetfall.
幸運にも敵包囲網の乱れをつくことに成功し、我々はついに地球へと帰還した。その頃マクロスに潜入したゼントラーディの3名のスパイたちは、
Yes, you
地球
morons.
人の生活文化に衝撃を受けていた。彼らにとって男女が親しくすること、戦闘員ではない人々の
Those are some exploitable reaction image faces, aren't they?
娯楽文化は一方、アラスカの統合軍本部では私たちの報告をもとに対応が協議されていた。しかしそこで出された結論はあまりにも厳しいものであった。敵軍との接触および停戦交渉案は却下。さらにマクロスには民間人を収。
All right, so where are we aside from? Well, we're in. Where are we? The Pacific Ocean, I think we come down on?
敵戦闘部隊接近。フォッカー少佐、敵をマクロスに近づ
I
け
hope
ないようにし
everyone
てくだ
likes
さい。
seeing Miria because we're about to see her again. All right, it's this mission as well. Enjoy your pineapple salad, Roy.
以前現れた高機動の敵も混
You've
じっ
been
ている
fucking
ようだ。
mortally wounded,
十分
Roy.
注意しろよ。
You're bleeding, Roy. Go to the fucking hospital, Roy.
マクロス上空の敵部隊を殲滅しろ。
受けマーカアルカスヤクツァンスラン
Fucking immediately, huh?
スカルリーダーよりバビオン将軍。いいかお前ら。隊長がいない時だからこそ。しっかりやれ。
はい、分かってます。
Now we're fighting the combat suits, which, well, these are a bit chewy. Catch, asshole!
Oh,
look who it is!
パープルリーダー、そっちの敵は任せましたよ。
マックス逃げろ。
逃げる？
She's your problem now!
ヤクで受けロムケスカバラス。
早い、こいつか。パープルリーダーが言ってた手強い相手ってのは。
Don't worry, kids, they're married now. Didn't they also have a kid? They had like 5, dancing. If Miria wasn't legitimately from an alien race, I would accuse Max of not being able to pull out of a fucking driveway. It's hard to keep up with all the giant women getting seduced. Ow! Yeet! I'm sure one of them will give it up, though, one of these fucking days. I'm just as cool as that asshole running around inside the STF-1 right now. I'm sure one, you know, beautiful, aspiring, 30-foot-tall woman will eventually give us a chance. Maybe we have to grievously wound her in direct combat, just enough to get her to give the fuck up, not enough to kill her, though. Who the fuck knows? Maybe I have to treat it like a Kleiner trial possession or some shit. Actually, nope, that didn't hit me. Oh, there she goes again. Again, why is this my problem? Max, get your ass out here and get your wife out of here. Lady, let's make this quick. I'm not getting laid for this. Too fast for missiles. You know, for a woman who's not romantically interested in me, you sure like giving me a lot of fucking problems. Get your ass back here! Ah! Yeah, you fade out of the goddamn draw distance.
Macross を攻撃していた敵の撤退を確認しました。警戒態勢は解除されました。
ガンツ、ウテガンツ、メナルトに。
Go to the hospital, Roy.
よし、もういいだろう。
You've been fucking wounded, Roy. Seek medical attention, Roy. Oh, hi, Ben.
大丈夫だ。これより帰還する。
You don't have infinite blood, Roy. Hey, we're pretty good at this.
なかなかの戦績ですね。昇進が決定しました。あなたは今日から注意です。機体も VF1S になります。
Yes, the 1S, just in time for Roy to be, you know, dead.
これからもマクロスの護衛をしっかり頼みますよ。
早いものね。新兵だったあなたがロイと同じ S 型の機体を乗りこなしている。
Yeah, user death imminent. Yes, Roy, your blood needs to be inside your body in order for you to continue living.
ロイの志がこうやって引き継がれていくのね。これはロイのコレクションの中にあった S 型のカード。あなたもロイに負けない立派なパイロットになってね。
激しい戦闘でしたね。
Huh. I got Max's paint job for that one? I guess I got that for S ranking that. Huh. You know, blue is more my color. Not quite sure I'm that determined for, 30-foot tall women, though. However, I have known a fair number of tall women in my life. Maybe one of them will give it up.
そういえば私、マックス機と同じカラーのカードを持ってるんです。よろしかったらどうぞ。
地球統合軍パイロットロイ・フォッカー少佐は
Yes.
ゼントラーディとの戦闘により
Instead of seeking medical aid, Roy decided to bleed to death on his girlfriend's couch. Why? We really don't know.
戦闘中に受け
It
た
was a rather strange decision. Maybe the blood loss had something to do with it.
約束のパインサラダを食べるために彼はいつもと変わらぬように後年私たちグローバル艦長は統合軍本部の決定に反発して
Yes, now it's time for the 0-point barrier mission.
決行した。
Start running.
幸い統合軍本部との一連のやり取りを傍受したマクロスは直ちに進路を北米オンタリオ自治区に向けた。
Quite possibly. Heaven knows, people suffering from blood loss do a lot of stupid shit. Yeah, that must be it. It must have just been poor decision making due to blood loss. Oops. Insurance won't cover the copay. No, not service related. Yeah, not service related. Being shot full of holes by the Meltran. It's not service related.
敵の電波妨害と思われる。バルキリー隊は敵増援に注意。機体損傷。
Getting a little crowded up here.
ノーマルミサイル残弾ゼロ。
No glazing, incoming missile.
ロムアルムでザンツとマクドミマーカダル
ロムマクドミラザルブプレウコメニルケダルカンダンツプレウケイ
Now, shockingly, this mission's actually roughly similar to the one from Battle Cry, which is taking place in the exact same spot. Take care of the ships quickly before, you know, the SDF-1 turns into a sun.
いつの間に。
バリアシステム急速展開。全方位バリア作動。
デカルチャーガーマアルケスニルケデブランタカン
ラスケスポルトガドラ
バリア展開成功。
すげえ。あれだけの攻撃を跳ね返したぞ。
Yeah, that worked. We should probably stop using that real quick, though.
諦めてくれればいいんだがな。
テスガーマウテルネストザルブガドラバトラスヤクマーカラスカス
ダンツアルマホルトガドラ
こちらガンサイト1。今度こそ敵は本気かもしれないわ。バリアが破られないうちに少しでも戦艦を叩いて。
Alright, yeah, so we need to take the pressure off the barrier before it violently explodes.
マクロスのダメージを少しでも抑えるってことだな。
Beat it, you fuck. Ah. Now I say this, and then the targeting system goes completely fucking sideways on me. Like to go up, please. Yeah, I think I got all of them on this ship, right? I'm gonna say yes. Annoying gnats.
敵艦の砲台を全て破壊しました。次の敵艦に向かってください。
There's one on the back. Ah, I forgot one over there. That should be I think that one's exploding, so yeah, okay, we're good. You see, I forgot the back ones on the middle ship, but okay. Yeah. That really does not like orienting that way, but okay, right? Yep, that one's going up too. All right. Last ship. Haven't got fucking time for this. It'd be lovely if the camera didn't fucking malfunction like that. Alright, that's the incoming fire taken care of. Oh, right, that's it. Gentlemen, run!
全バルキリー隊1部地球遠方に退避せよ。繰り返す。地球遠方に退避せよ。
退避だって？
バリアが爆発するわ。あなたたちだけでも逃げて。
それじゃマクロスは。
Run away!
やっ、撃ってるケース。滝崎、遅れな、滝崎。ダメです、隊長、間に合いません。
Ben, no! He'll never finish that steak. Rip in peace, Ben. But, well, at least that's a little bit more dramatic than how he dies in the movie. They kind of just fucking shoot the man in the gunner during the movie. Hey, S rank, even though I kind of botched that a little bit, but hey! I did my job, and I got the fuck out of the area before the whole fucking, barrier system went nuclear on us. I'm doing my job. Still alive somehow.
Macross の全方位バリア暴走は巨大な爆発を生み、周囲の艦のみならずマイクローンの都市までをも消滅させてしまった。マクロスはマイクローンの母星から追い出されることになった。
That was the shield overload, wasn't it? Yes, that was this episode. Yep.
一方、潜入していた俺たちは無事脱出し、ゼントラー D 軍でマイクローンについての報告を。
We kind of made a giant hole in Canada with that one.
ブリタイ閣下やエキセドル記録参謀が頭を抱えるほどの素晴らしい報告をした俺たちは帰還してこっそり持ち帰った。
Yes, everyone loves Min-Mei. Moving on.
俺たちは密かに重大。
What's the op for today? It's just Canada. Yeah, we can do without a couple of square miles of Canada.
敵は12時方向に3回して接近中。パープル小隊は本艦左舷前方を守れ。
I have forgotten where exactly we are right now, but I'll be reminded eventually. We're not at force of arms yet, that's for certain. Now, getting a little fucking feisty in here. Ow. Lively today, aren't we? That's an officer pod. That's two officers' pods. Alright, back up and get some space. Beat him.
Macross に接近しているぞ。艦隊戦を仕掛ける気なのか。
Oh, what fucking now?
デストロイド隊はダイダロス
Yo!
アタックをいつでもかけられるように待機せよ。
どうやら引きつけてダイダロスアタックをかけるつもりのようだ。
Something tells me I might need those in a bit. Oh, it's these fucking things again. Oh. Well, that's one way of solving the issue over there. Glad we've got something, somebody up there handling the situation. That'll work.
変だな。いつもなら敵側はこれで爆発してしまうのに。
When in doubt, just punch it real fucking hard.
こちらガンサイトは緊急事態発生。バトルポットが右舷より侵入。560機が内部破壊活動中。
なんてことだ。一体どうして？右舷からということはダイダロスからだ。敵はダイダロスアタックを逆手にとって。
Get your ass back here.
パープル商店、聞いての通り、エリア内の敵を大至急掃討して帰還して。
いや、ふざけたまねよ。隊長、さっさと片付けて戻りましょう。
Those are getting bright.
エリア内の敵殲滅を確認。パープル小隊は帰還してくだ
Must
さ
have
い。
got the new warhead package. Overtech even copied the game. Alright, boys, stand by to repel borders. We, didn't kill them all with the Daedalus maneuver.
レーダーが使えるようになるまでこちらで誘導します。敵へ一時の方向、前方右寄りです。機体損傷。敵へ11時の方向、前方左寄りです。
Well, you know, it'd be helpful if my targeting system was working for more than like 5 years.
Macross 損壊率 10%。パープルリーダー、急いでください。
Yeah, I can go in. I probably shouldn't be shooting missiles very much in here, but I can do that. Yeah. Must be jamming my targeting system because I can't get long-range missile locks. I suppose it makes sense. We're in an interior area. My radar would just be reading wall. Not sure how good the notch filter would be in this situation. The radar tells me I am in a box, and yeah, I know that, but I also can't see anything in there. I'm working on it.
艦内の敵はほぼ殲滅。残りは追い出せたみたいよ。念のためエンジンブロックの奥まで見回りをお願いします。
All right, Command, where the hell are they? Huh?
エンジンブロック最深部に敵機を発見。こいつら攻撃してきませんね。
Oh great, now we've got 30-foot tall aliens running around on the boat.
撃たないでくれ。私たちに攻撃の意思はない。
変です。侵入した敵に混乱が見られます。
アルマ・ゼントラン、ホルト・ガドラス、カムジン・ペルメスカってギルツラ。
Ow. Chiron, we really gotta stop this ship. Ow. Unfortunately, he's on the ball with the PPC today. Ow, and my thrusters keep giving out at the worst fucking times. Ah! Hey! That's cheating!
Yak!
Yeah, get fucking running, you bastard.
マクロス戦闘員につける。セントラー D 軍兵士ロリー・ドセル以下23名は機関への亡命を希望する。
Couple of unfortunate hits, but we're still functioning, and the enemy is in retreat.
大変なことになったぞ。
Still somehow an S rank. I mean, I think I'm doing good, but apparently the game agrees.
Macross スパイにそそのかされた兵士たちがマクロスへ亡命した。ゼントラーディの兵士としては考えられないことだ。文化を持つ者、さらに信じがたい事態が発生した。敗北の仇を討つためにマクロスに乗り込んだミリア。
Ah, yes, the entire Zentradi High Command. What do you mean they're getting married?
というのだ。マイクロンどもはそれを世紀の生還結婚だと。
Is this some kind of Microdian ritual sacrifice? We would say kinda. You're not far off the point, Bree-Tag. Ah, right.
諸君、私はゼントラーディゼム一級記録参謀エキセドルである。
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time.
ボドル機関艦隊が地球と我々ブリ隊アドクラス艦隊を消し去るべくこの星系に向かっておる。
What do you mean the ants get together, male and female? What do you mean there's an ant fucking one of our women? I hadn't really thought to comprehend it like that one, but yeah, that is kind of Maximiria in a way. Anyway, hey guys, you want to nuke the entire alien fleet while a cute girl sings in the background? That's this mission.
機関艦隊は479万120
They're doing some weird shit out there. There's quite a lot of enemies out there. Our radar's a little confused here, but High Command says nuke them all.
単純に比較してこれを分岐艦隊でまたこれらマイとバルキリー隊には
最終決戦のために温存しておいた
Yep.
反応弾頭を使用する
We are being given the forbidden soda cans.
各隊通常兵器を反応弾頭に換装反応
パープルショ
Well, it's time to kill them all.
480万の艦隊を相手にこちらはマクロスと一戦席だ。さすがに覚悟を決めてかからない
Why
とい
was
け
the
ない
mission highlighting a huge asteroid? Oh, destroyer, that or drone. That's not an asteroid. That's their mothership. It kind of looks like a giant asteroid, but no, that's their command ship. And that's their whole fleet. Yeah, that's their command ship. Well, boys, smoke them if you got them.
敵中隊が接近中。パープル小隊迎撃してください。
Now, keep an eye on our special weapons. We're not supposed to use those yet. But hey, they pulled out the super armor for this. And yeah, so that's a Gamelon planet bomb and a half. Last word from Alaska Command was kill them all, and that's what we're gonna do. Mutually assured destruction it is. We are now morally justified to super war crime. That we are. As soon as we break through this picket line, we'll get to that. You can really feel the minimum range on the gun pod there. It's kind of unfortunate. Hey! That one I got with the bayonet, you saw it. He tried to rush me, I jammed the fucking thing right through the cockpit. Ah, right, the Grand Cannon. Yeah, that's Alaska Command, still somehow alive after that shit, but they ain't got much more fight left in them, boss.
Macross よりブリタイアドクラス艦隊機関ノフティ・タバキスへブリタイ司令おられますか？
ブリタイだ。
司令、マクロス艦長グローバルよりお話があります。
ブリタイ司令、そちらの艦隊で林民名の歌を同時翻訳して。
They didn't hear no fucking bell, but yeah, unfortunately, Alaska Command and the, the Peacemaker tube are only gonna have one shot. Gonna have to make it count. We'll manage the rest from here.
プロトカルチャーの実態を知りません。そこで彼女の歌を流せば彼らはカルチャーショックを受け一時的にせよ 指揮系統を混乱させることができるはずです。
And ladies and gentlemen, allow me to translate. The Zentradi have realized that if we flashbang them with cute dancing and singing girls, their entire military will break down. And they're joining our side. It's that part of the film, ladies and gentlemen.
Macross 前方に敵艦出現。反応弾の使用を許可します。敵艦を撃破してください。
Are we good? Yeah, alright, we're good. Finally, High Command gives us the actual fucking call. Nuke them all!
ターゲット、反応弾の射程に入りました。
That's gonna take successive hits. Oh! Secondaries!
パープル小隊は直ちに帰還して補給を受けてください。新しい作戦を発動します。
隊長、帰還しましょう。反応弾で奴らをぶっ潰してやる。
Hololive would one-shot them. Yeah, it's kind of the plan here, guys.
Macross 並びにブリタイアドクラス艦隊全戦闘員に次ぐ。我々はこれよりグランドキャノンの開けた空域を通って進行する。林民名の歌が中継発信されている艦および戦闘機以外は全て敵だ。諸君。
ターゲット、反応弾の射程に入りました。
Yeah, there they go. Suck on that, you fucking bastards. A little close to the explosion there, but well. We're still fine, and we've still got plenty of cans of sunshine. Right? Good, got it in one. Out of the fucking way! Right. I lost it in all the missile warnings. Catch! Yep, there goes another one. Whoa! Yeah, don't mind them. Those are the ones having a fucking seizure at the cute dancing girl. Strike! That one knocked me off course. Catch, asshole! Caught one at the end there, but all right, way's clear.
目標接近全反応兵器スタンバイ OK
Now get the fuck in there and punch the alien.
いよいよですな。
マクロスアタック。
That's a bit of a sketchy graphic, but yeah, just kind of miles of nothing in there. Yo, shit ass!
ブランプロトコルじゃ。全艦全弾発射。
全方位バリア展開出力最大
And that's how we out-war crimed the Zentradi fleet.
戻る母艦消
You know, with love and a song in our heart. Nuclear weapons flying everywhere.
次々とフォールドしていきます
All in a day's work!
思った通りですな。
これより地球へ帰還する。
And yes, the phalanxes, I believe the destroids are called, are actually what the longbow is based on. The longbow isn't exactly the same, but I believe it's where the inspiration came from. But yes, that's the end of the TV route, ladies and gentlemen. We did it! We nuked the aliens! Ah, man. Oh. Man, my hand hurts. Jesus Christ. It's like Ace Combat, but you gotta hold the controller in a particular way to actually, like, do this properly. Like, make an OK symbol with your thumb and your index finger, and that's kind of where I'm holding, you know, over all of the face buttons. But I'm still trying to actually use my other fingers to move the R1 and L1 buttons for rudder control and things like that. It's a very not so fantastic control scheme sometimes, but you can kind of get over it. That's how I was doing so well, but man, that's... Oh, man, that'll do a number on your index finger knuckle. Ow. Now you join Lockheed Martin or Northrop and partake in the YF-22-23 competition, yes, in space. Well, unfortunately not now, but now we get to go back and do the entire thing again in the shorter but slightly more difficult movie timeline. Where even more fucking people die, if that can be believed. Oh, I can't skip this. That's actually kind of unfortunate. No! Gaijin, you will sit and watch the credits! I suppose it's not very long anyway. Ah, man, I'm just kind of flexing my hand here. Ah. Yes, I managed a 50% hit rate with nuclear missiles. Go me. S rank. Like, we're not gonna do that with nuclear missiles. Though, frankly, the first time I played this mission, I spammed the nuclear missiles a little bit too much, and that's where you kind of get into trouble.
注意。ありがとう。 君のおかげで人類はこの戦いに生き残ることができた。
Thanks, Cap. All in a day's work.
今回、君はプロメテウスに配属されて、このような素晴らしい成果を上げることができた。
Not a bad job for a bunch of 2-bit mercenaries with forged paperwork, huh?
ぜひ、今度はアームドワン配属での任務にも挑戦してみてほしい。
Forgot armored core claw. We got Macross grip. Yeah, that's that'll take the wind out of you after playing it for a while.
きっと新しい物語が君を
I do enjoy the
待っている
game,
ことだろう。
but yeah, that having to having to hold your hand in that particular, because what I want to do is I want to be able to boost to move around, but I want to be able to use, i.e. missiles, or the gun pod at the same time, and the head lasers to intercept missiles, that's how you see me doing so well. However, the controls are a little bit, not well, thought out for doing all of that at once. And, what you get is, a really odd way of holding your hands there, but you can do it.
それでは、君が新しい任務を無事成功させて、こうしてもう一度会える日を楽しみにしている。
Granted, most of the kills at close range that I did were more or less just holding down the L2, which is how you engage auto lock when you're in Battleroid mode, and just kind of praying at that point. Just fucking hold down auto lock and send it directly into the wind, and that's how I've been winning most close range engagements, and then kind of trying to vary it up and move around while I'm trying to do that. However, the boost you get in Battleroid mode doesn't really last very long, as you saw me kind of hop around spastically. That's not really my fault. It just doesn't really give you much boost.
任務お疲れ様です。素晴らしい成績ですね。
You gave me a training? You gave me the trainer.
これは訓練用バルキリー VT1 のカードです。複座ですが、バトロイドには変形できません。
Why did you give me the trainer?
これからも若いパイロットたちがこの機体で訓練していくのでしょうね。後輩の指導もしっかりお願いしますね。
Thank you, Glasses Nerd. She's one of the better bridge bunnies, though, so don't take it as an insult. I'm the Glasses Nerd, after all. Right, so, that... Well, honestly, that was just the first part of the game here. Do I just select it from here? Yeah, I guess so. Oh. Or I just backed out to the main menu, but okay, so hang on here.
Seireki 2009年2月7日。地球統合軍宇宙艦隊所属 SDF-1 マクロスは進駐式を迎えていた。華々しいイベントの数々、その中でも大変な人気を呼んだのがミス・マクロスコンテストである。
They gave me the cutscene beforehand, but I suppose, yeah, we are just playing...
彼女、マクロスのナーフ。
Wait, now hang on here.
ブリーフィングを行う。さて、目的地は各員自分飛行中は目的何か質問はあるかな少しはアーム以上
Right, okay, I guess we're just proceeding, because when I played the game again to play the second round, it gave me the original. Well, it gave me the original briefing where we picked, but the setup here is that we're on the Prometheus to transfer to the Armed 1 and Armed 2. However, that doesn't quite happen. Well, it does, but it also doesn't. Right, so the major gimmick here is that now we're playing the Do You Remember Love movie timeline. The main thing about this is these missions are somewhat more difficult. Not very much so, but you might fuck it up. But yes, we're back at the start here and we're getting McFucking invaded, right, Destroyer?
デルタ1よりスカルリーダーへ。緊急事態発生。衛星軌道上に未確認飛行物体多数発見。南アタリア島を目標に。
Now the thing about this mission is we need to wipe out all of the enemies on screen and also hit the nav points they give us.
付近の民間人を避難のため収容中です。
Kind of hard to figure that out when I can't read or understand anything that people are saying, but really it is just kill more efficiently. That's kind of the name of the game here. Do everything that you were doing, but do it more efficiently.
南アタリア島上空の目標ポイントに到着するぞ。遅れた奴は状態だ。続報。異星人と思われる敵戦闘部隊がマクロスを攻撃中。一部の敵部隊がそちらに向かって進路を変更しました。注意して。くそだめ。各3回迎撃しつつ南アタリア島へ急行しろ。敵を確実に仕留めていけ。目標ポイントに向かうのは敵部隊を殲滅してからです。目標ポイントに向かうのは敵部隊を殲滅してからです。
Good, that's all.
敵部隊の殲滅を確認。目標ポイントへ向かってください。よーし、ひよっこども。なんとか間に合ったようだな。
You see, I'd constantly fuck that up because you have to actually be fairly efficient. Also, as you can see here, the Armed 1 and Armed 2 are already on the boat.
訓練で鍛えた腕を見せてやれ。
You're supposed to be Skull 1. Actually, I'm not supposed to be Roy.
収容を完了するまでマクロスは動けません。周囲の敵部隊はバルキリー隊で全て撃破してください。
Those are two officer pods immediately in the wings there, but we'll be able to figure this out, I think. Yep, walked into the stun. I didn't mean to do that on purpose, but hey, that looked cool. I transformed into a plane just to hover in midair and shoot him directly in the face. That's not what I wanted to do, but that did look cool. Whoa! Yeah, they're shelling us now! Yeah, the Zentradi during the movie timeline are a bit more bloodthirsty. Oof. Yeah, that's the Daedalus and the Prometheus kind of exploding.
砲撃と思われる熱線を確認。空母プロメテウスが直撃を受けた模様。
なんだと？
Yeah, that's
続報です。プロメテウスは大破撃地。
Yeah, that was our boat back there.
民間人の収容を確認。
I didn't hear vampire, but I don't think we have a call sign for lasers from above us killing us. I don't think there's anything the fighters can do about that
これよ
either.
り緊急フォールドを行う。バルキリー隊は至急帰還せよ。繰り返す。バルキリー隊は至急帰還せよ。
But here we go again, folks.
そんな無茶な。ろくにテストもしていないのよ。
ぐだぐだ言っている場合じゃない。前期マクロスに帰還。遅れるな。
Figure it out.
高エネルギー反応。マクロス直上。
And away we go again. So yeah, the major thing about these missions is they're a tad more lively and a bit more difficult, but as you saw there, no problems there. I guess it's because I've perfected the grip, as it were, to actually play these properly. But it's not a terribly difficult game once you get your head around it. Frankly, I find it a little bit more enjoyable than Battlecry, because Battlecry can be kind of a nails-hard game. Kind of an unfortunately difficult sort of game. Almost to the point where you want to use cheat codes, because you don't want to deal with that shit. This is actually relaxing, in a sense. Alright. Runways in space? Nah, we're just getting kicked out the side on the launch gantries. Deal with it, figure it out. They at least gave us a super armor immediately, though.
バルキリー隊前期スクランブル。敵部隊を排除してください。
聞いての通りだ。ひよっこども、抜かるなよ。来た来た来た。柿崎、目標確認。前に出過ぎないでくださいよ。
No, I don't want to launch that many missiles at a single target. They're expensive.
スカル11、もうラキオと。しっかりしてちょうだいね。
まったくうるさいおばさんだな。
何か言った。
いえ、何でもありません。
That's an officer pod, or rather, a battle armor, so... Expend the extra missiles, make sure he's dead.
急速接近。 第2および第5副砲塔損傷。即時修理不可能。
Yo, fuck ass.
第4管区壊滅状態。
I'd like for those missiles to not slam into the deck. Good lord.
うろたえるなよ、ひよっこども。俺たちは目の前の敵に集中するんだ。
Hey, splash.
マクロス損壊率 20%。
全機関に次ぐ。本艦はこれより四方発射態勢に入る。
トランスフォーメーション始動。2分30秒前。
Hey, I've seen this one before.
トランスフォーメーションって。
主砲を撃つためにはエネルギー接続の地上でマクロス
Oh, that's the other side of the ship.
ならんのだ。
こんな時にそんな悠長なことを。
Those holes in the underside of the ship were coming out of our paychecks. Better watch that.
なんとかマクロスを守りきって。
マクロスは民間人も言ってるんだ。脅されるわけにはいかん。絶対に失敗させるな。
マクロスに取り付いている敵はガンポットで慎重に仕留めてください。
ミサイル発射の際は注意しないとマクロスにも被害を与えます。気をつけなさい。 トランスフォーメーション始動。1分30秒前。マ
クロス損壊率 50%。
I'm working on it.
スフォーメーション始動1分前。
Fucking hell, am I the only schmuck out here defending the damn boat? Oh, this is gonna get a little close. A little close there.
トランスフォーメーション始動。護衛機各機は距離を取って。
戦艦がロボットに。これがトランスフォーメーション。
主砲発射。
Mm-hmm. Next mission! Yeah, I didn't feel terribly great there. A lot of running around.
なかなか活躍しているな。部下もつけてやる。
自分はエディ・ユーティライネン軍曹であります。同じくブルース・ルーデル軍曹です。
まだ新米だ
Yeah,
が筋を
whoever the fuck you
よ
people
ろしくお願
are.
いします。よろしく。
今日からお前に。
おめでとう。
これからは VF-1J がお前の以上だ。
We have been explained what we're fighting, you know, what we're flying at already, sir. We completed basic training.
トランスフォーメーションは艦内の町に大きな被害を出しました。地球を飛び立ってから5ヶ月。
デルタ1よりスカル、エンジェル、アポロ小隊各機へ。コース修正。
Ah, yes, now we've got the shoulder gun mount.
30秒後に射程圏内に入る。迎撃態勢に移れ。
スカルリーダーより各機へ。聞いての通りだ。これより迎撃フォーメーション17に移る。いいな。
了解。
Yes, the 17th variation of everyone fly in formation and shoot missiles at the enemy.
やったー。喜ぶのはまだ早いぞ。相対速度を合わせて迎撃態勢に移る。前期3回して逆加速に移れ。
さあ来いエイリアンども。アポロ小隊が相手になるぜ。エディ、落ち着け。
Somehow didn't get that guy during the initial
やら
wave.
れるだけだ。
フォッカー少佐の指示をちゃんと聞いていませんでしたね。
Let's get some space.
ガオークに変形して逆加速しながらミサイルで迎撃です。
Whoa! Some of those are officer pods in there, but even the battle pods are a little bit more chewy.
よし、その調子だ。残りの敵も一気に殲滅するぞ。
Hey, excuse me, that's my boat you're shooting at over there. Knock it the fuck off.
どうやら片付いたようだな。アポロ正体の力を思い知ったか。
デルタ1よりアポロ正体各機へ。敵戦闘正体が艦内に侵入。直ちに帰還して第2防衛隊を援護。艦内の敵を速やかに殲滅してください。艦内でのミサイル兵器使用は禁止。攻撃はガンポットで行ってください。
Stand by to repel boarders.
Transformation in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Transform.
Yet?
Don't mind them just having a seizure.
アポロリーダーマクロスはトランスフォーメーション中。第2居住区は2分後にエンジンブロックに接続します。それまで
What do you mean men and women can live together in peace and harmony? The Macronian answers, well, it didn't start out like this. Quit your circle strafing bullshit. Ow. You people and those fucking shoulder cannons, I swear. Claire!
トランスフォーメーション完了。艦内の敵の相当を確認しました。ご苦労様。帰還してください。
A couple of unfortunate hits during the boarding action section, but hey, we got an S rank. That didn't feel terribly clean, but hey, we did it. Alright, folks. I need to get up and take a piss break. I'll be right back. All right. I'm back, folks. Sorry, foot fell asleep, so getting up was a bit difficult.
タイタンでの戦いでは艦内にまで敵の侵入を許す事態となったが、辛くも排除に成功した。事の発端はバルキリー隊所属パイロット、この彼女、この2機を、そしてこの事件。
I believe we're actually in the
ブリーフィングを行います。
the AWACS Valkyrie, I think.
ここでは土星本しかしながら、これらのところがエリート担当パイロットは先の戦闘で負傷加療中であり。
We have the AWACS Tomcat now, but hey, that means that we also get the cute tomboy Rio. Ain't life grand?
また任務中に交戦の可能性も想定されることを考慮した結果、非番のところ申し訳ありませんが、よろしく頼みます。
Funny how they added the secondary radar reflector onto the underside of the Valkyrie there, acknowledging that the radome on top of the Tomcat can't see down. Cause you know the whole fucking fuselage is in the way.
任務はマクロスに先行し、規定中域を偵察、敵の位置を捕捉することです。現在マクロスの上に広がっている B リングはほぼ電磁波を通しません。これらの位置に敵部隊がいる場合、彼らも我々の位置を特定できないものと判断できます。エリントシーカーの偵察能力をもってすれ、本来エリントシーカーに機銃武装はないの。しかしこれは応急措置のため、敵石膏部隊、敵偵察機にミサコース勝因。
Right. Alright, so I believe this is a very simple go to the fucking control points, shoot everything, say you've reconned it, and then proceed on.
ブリッジコンピュータの算出した偵察ルートを転送します。レーダーの指示に沿ってルートポイントを通過してください。敵機出現、背後です。
Ambush! Hey, hole in one!
撃墜、敵へ消滅。さすがですね、少尉。敵の動きが活発化しているようです。
Relax, girl. I'm
早急に敵艦の
well
位置
far
を
better
把握
at
して
this than
先手を打たな
DCS.
ければなりません。4分以内に敵艦を捕捉してください。レーダーの指示に沿ってルートポイントを通過してください。敵真上。敵小隊に大型レーダー装備機
I
体
am
がいるようで
seeing
す。
the pattern.
ミサイル攻撃に気をつけて。ミサイル接近。キル、ターゲット撃墜。被弾。敵へ消滅。さすがですね、
This is the most unwieldy, ungainly looking fucking thing in the universe. It can still kill people, though.
$3分以内に敵艦を捕捉してください。
You have a Wizzo? Yes. I assume, anyway. We're not talking, but the cute girl in the back is.
おかしいわね。敵艦はその付近にいるはずです。そのままポジションを保ってください。敵側が何らかの妨害工作を行っているものとみられます。ブリッジコンピュータが新しい偵察ルートを算出しました。至急索敵してください。時間がありません。急いで。敵機出現。右方向です。ミサイル接近。どうやらその機は ECM を搭載しているみたいね。それを排除しない限り敵艦の位置を捕捉することはできません。
相手はエリント以上の探索能力と大量のミサイル兵器を所持している可能性があります。注意して。ミサイル接近。
I think we're giving his targeting system a fucking conniption. Ooh, ow, 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 ow. I think he fixed it. Ooh, ow, shit, yeah, he's a little hard to get away from. Got him.
ターゲット撃墜。敵艦の位置を確認。これよりマクロス手法を照準します。
Well, a little bit more daring, but hey, we're alive. Yeah, after successfully reconning the area, we told the SDF-1, yo, he's right over there. He was thus eliminated.
敵艦消滅、任務完了です。ご苦労様。
A rank with 81% hits? I mean, I kind of took a lot of damage there, I guess, but eh.
単独任務お疲れ様でした。どうでしたか？エリントシーカーの乗り心地は。
Well, whenever the cute girl wants to do recon missions, I'm up for it.
とても珍しいエリントのカードを手に入れたので、今日の記念にどうぞ。
It's a weird looking thing, but it's not a bad posting. Where are we now? Oh, right. Okay, this is an oddball of a mission.
ブリーフィングを行います。マクロスは現在も先ほど紹介任務に当たっていたエリン・マクロス前方に戦闘のために破損し、内部の外観からすると現在我々と交戦中のしかし従って
So we damaged a destroyer.
彼らがアポロリーダーは艦内部へ侵入。アポロ2は侵入口の証拠、その調査対象の戦艦任務。
So we damaged a destroyer and we're going inside for reconnaissance.
ブリッジコンピュータの算出した艦内中枢位置をレーダーに表示します。まずは中枢を目指してください。
So welcome to the armored core ass mission of the proceedings.
バルキリーから見た映像は
However, this one gets a bit weird.
こちらアポロ2、侵入口での警戒態勢につきました。安心して調査任務に当たってください。
Gotta put in a little bit more positive thrust there.
Apollo 3よりアポロリーダーへ。船外に異常なし。
Now, you see, folks, this is a rather interesting and labyrinth interior for this ship. Try to remember where we parked. Mega Man Legends ass interior. Whoops, I said the magic word. Eh? Well, folks, now we gotta get out.
アポロリーダー、緊急事態です。敵船、戦艦にわたって防御システムの作動を確認。
Assuming we remember how to get out.
起動した模様です。侵入してきた通路をたどって直ちに脱出してください。出口の位置をレーダーに送ります。
こちらアポロ2、侵入口の隔壁が閉鎖した。火器でこし上げます。
Wait, okay, no.
くそ、罠か。こちらアポロ2。
I'm not going backwards, am I? I'm already fucking confused. Okay, so we went up an elevator shaft. That's locked. I don't remember this room. This could get a little bit uncomfortable. No, okay, we came from up, which means that's the door we came in from. Alright, okay. Oh, great, now the walls are just shooting at us. Alright, well, there's the elevator, alright. Should be a straight shot from here. Hopefully. Yo! Metal Gear microwave ass hallway. Oh, that might be a problem. Ow. I'd like to be able to move, like, more than 2 feet off the ground, please. Ow. Uh-oh. Got stuck there. That's not what I wanted to press. Okay then, Jesus. I guess that's the hand cramps getting to me. Uh-oh. Hop, 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 hop. Alright, we're good. Next time, let's just blow the fucking thing up and be done with it. Unfortunately, it got kind of tight in there, and I couldn't really, you know, throw missiles at them either. Yeah, just war crime them. Just make sure they're all dead.
敵艦のコンピューターから情報を引き出すことには失敗したものの、調査の結果、彼らは火星が近づいてきた。いくつ願わ。
And we're back on Mars.
ブリーフィング。バルキリー隊は敵の現市民これにアポロ小隊はプロテクターウェポンシステム GBP-1S を装備。
We've got the super duper armor though, which means we can't transform, but now we're just going to be spewing missiles in every fucking direction. And the monsters are on deck, which means somebody's fucking dying today.
注意してくださいね。
民名がいなくなってからそろそろ一月だよな。そうだな。本人はいなくなっても彼女の歌声はいつまでもマクロスの街に流れている。不思議なもんだ。
敵戦闘部隊を発見。全艦戦闘配置。 繰り返し全艦戦闘配置。
おいでなすった。
It's gonna get kind of crowded in here.
アーマードの力試させてもらおう。
民間人ボランティアを優先的に退避。牛搬入は補給隊が継続してください。
敵戦闘ポッドマクロスを攻撃。アポロ小隊戦闘ポッドを食い止めて。作戦エリアは基地内よ。戻って。
Ooh, okay. These ones have got some splash on them. Fantastic. That one didn't quite go where I needed it to, but, well, the other one caught them. Oh, it's getting a little crowded in here. Ah! I think the recoil from my missile knocked me off my ass there.
第一次防衛ライン突破されました。マクロス損壊率 10%。マクロス損壊率 20%。敵をマクロスに近づけないでください。マクロス損壊率 30%。
Yeah, a bit more of them made it through than should have. We're good though.
物資搬入終了。これより離陸態勢に入ります。敵増援部隊発見。12時方向から高速接近中。重攻撃機と思われます。アポロ小隊は直ちに帰還。マクロス甲板にて敵攻撃機を迎撃してください。
So these fucking things showing up a bit early.
敵機12時方向より高速接近。アポロ小隊は迎撃してください。
クソったれや。帰り討ちだ。
マクロス被弾。強力な攻撃です。敵の攻撃です。外しましたが、かなりの高エネルギーを感知。強力な砲撃です。
Here I go, falling over my ass again. You know, we already have enough fucking problems. It's a little rude to come crowding in here like this. Ow. Ow. Man, this area is kind of tight. I'm working on it. Oh, great, more of them. once they stop shooting the boat. I had to open my big fucking mouth, didn't I? Got him. Yeah, that got a little ugly. I suppose that's what I'm supposed to save the super nukes for, but hey, well, they worked. Or rather, the one-hit kill missiles, not the nukes. You'd know if it was the nukes. Yeah, that didn't feel too great.
なかなかの戦績ですね。機体も VF-1S になります。これからもマクロスの護衛をしっかり頼みます。
Yeah, already being upgraded to the 1S, huh? We're kind of running short of pilots out there.
マクロスはようやく地球に戻ってきた。
Oh yeah, by the way, we're back on Earth and literally everyone is dead.
しかし、
You know, just a minor update to the situation. Literally everyone is dead.
一度だけ受信、二人は土星で、な、全と、ね。
Welcome to the movie timeline where things get a little ridiculous in terms of the casualty figures. But hey, we found an ancient alien civilization. It's fine. Hey Ben, duck. He didn't duck! He never ducks. Yeah, as I remember, as it's implied in the movie timeline, you know that whole, like, glassing of most of the Earth's surface that happens during Force of Arms, during the actual television series? So while the SDF-1 just kind of spacefuls and be-outs the situation after leaving Macross Island, yeah, the Zentradi attack doesn't stop, and, yeah, they don't stop until everybody's fucking dead. And we just kind of waltz back in after they're, you know, mostly done killing everyone. So, rip Earth. But here we go with the Meltran again. Oh no, 30-foot-tall women. But what about the nukes? They didn't have time to use them. Here we go again. One got through, but I swear to God, the amount of times that you have to fight Miria here, I might as well be the one getting laid here. Her missiles are starting to get a little better. That's fine, though. My missiles weren't really terribly effective against her to begin with, so I guess we're doing this the old-fashioned way, up close and personal. How else would we resolve conflicts between men and women? T-poses off into the distance, dominated, subdued, breeded.
12時上空高エネルギー反応増大
Alright, the Meltran cruiser. Right, we kind of have to go up. That's bit dangerous.
マクロス手法破損
もう一回攻撃を受けたらマクロスは助かりませんアポロ小隊なんとか食い止めて
Oh no, my SDF-1 action figure has fallen off my shelf. Look at him. He has fallen and he cannot get up. Now we have to take out this ship where it's actually kind of difficult to do that without dying because you kind of have to watch it.
敵戦艦がいつ手法発射態勢に入るかわかりません
Because, yeah, if you trifle with this thing, it will fucking kill you. Case in point! Ow! I would like to lock on to the missiles and not, you know, the horde of 30-foot-tall men, a woman surrounded me. Way to go, Horus. You know, as soon as I'm done taking care of all the fucking Meltran, I actually have to engage the ship itself, but man, I should have kept my distance. My targeting computer is picking a really strange time to be failing me.
敵戦艦再び手法発射態勢です
Alright, this is where it gets kind of sketchy, because I have to shoot down the barrel of the gun. And as you fly into it, it will fucking kill you. No, not them, you fucking... Uh-oh. God damn it! That's not good. Also, my targeting computer is really fucking up on me now. Really bad place for this to be happening. Little bit of thrust there. Uh-oh. I'd love to lock onto the thing that I need to kill, but unfortunately... Ah! Game's not cooperating! Ow! Yeah, so unfortunately, you kind of have to save the missiles for the later fight there, just to make that a bit more easy. Ow, though. But hey, I've only died once. It gets a little bit difficult in there. But so, I'm gonna keep my fucking distance, because if the cruiser isn't shooting at me while I'm dealing with this shit, I have less problems. I forgot how kind of deceptive this mission can be. You want to rush in there just so you can absolutely skull fuck the cruiser, but, problems. You really gotta get rid of all the ads before you go in there. Are you able to free him? To an extent, yes, but not as reliably as you'd want. Okay then. See how much more easy that was? Right. So that was just me being a dunderhead. Unfortunately, the missiles are still kind of a problem. Whoa! Hey, cool dodge. I didn't know I could do that, but now I do. But though, funny though, it's the women that cause you to, you know, change your tactics a little. Though, I don't have all fucking day, ladies. So, whenever you feel like, you know, stopping with the spawns, I can get on with it. Okay, you know what? Play hard to get? Fine, you can play hard to get alone. Ow, 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 ow. God damn. It's really difficult to dodge those for some reason. Also, I can't fucking target it. But then again, maybe I can't. Ooh, ow, fuck, ow. Ooh! Well, there went all my hit points. Ow! Well, the first part of that worked out. I guess I have to be a little bit faster on the ball there. I can't hang out in front of it in Guardian mode since the game designer seems to have thought of this. I did beat this drunk though, so you know I know I can. This is just, yeah, I remember this being kind of a problem, and it was. So yeah, maybe I just gotta expend as many of the long-range missiles on the target as possible from as far away, because getting in close with that cruiser is just a mess. I can't cleanly target the shit that I need to, and I also can't destroy the guns to make it easier to approach, which is a bit bullshit.
手法発射体制です。
So maybe that's the trick here. Just stay the fuck away.
高エネルギー反応。
アポロ小隊は敵艦の主砲発射口を攻撃して発射を阻止してください。
Not a whole lot of those shots hit, but I guess we're gonna have to do attack runs on it. That's the cleanest way of doing it, because I can't really cleanly target anything. Beat it. Not a whole lot of those are connecting, too. They're not aimed right. Alright, so this one takes a strange amount of finesse. Does it have guns on the underside? I think so. The missiles are tracking me fairly well, too, so... This is a hell of a time for an Ace Combat boss. Those are on. Alright, that was costly, but we're just gonna bash it over the head like that. One more attack run like that and we've got it. Funny. The most expedient way of dealing with the female aliens is breaking and entering. Okay, we're gonna have to make those attack runs a bit faster. Ow. I think if I time it right, I should be able to get in there and then hang in Guardian mode for the split second necessary to nuke it. Got it!
Mertoran Dance de Guilds.
Odans, Porto Mertoran Gadras Casutez. Tesnizo, Tetarni, Jose Mime, Erdosta.
でかい。ゼントラーディの要塞か。なんで民名の歌が。
艦長。ゼントラーディ軍が和平交渉を申し入れています。
和平交渉。
和平交渉。
A little bit of a mess, but, well, ladies and gentlemen, now we actually get the actual song and dance number. Though we don't get as many nukes. However, this ending is a little bit more theatrical than the other ending for the first line. Yeah, D-rank. Yeah, that was a little bit, messy there, but, well... As is such with my luck with women.
Zentorading. 第425モドル機関艦隊は文化の断片に記録されていたミーゾーンを民名に歌わせたところ
We found the 8-track with the song on it.
これにマイクローンしかしメルトランディの艦隊がおりょかーし
Which basically spelled out that, hey, yeah, so, there was a schism between Meltran and Zeltrand Zentradi. And, they kind of, you know, made peace on Earth, and that's where the human race came from, apparently. But let's get on with it!
正体は担当エリア周
We
辺
have
の
the soda
敵
cans
戦
again,
力の
but we
排
gotta
除
be
に
a
当た
little
ってく
bit
だ
more
さい。
careful with them. We've also got the shoulder bomb.
ご分を
たく和平交渉はどうなったんだよ。奴らは民名の歌を対メルトランディの兵器にしたかっただけなんだよ。彼女が失踪した途端にこれだ。ふざけやがって。
We got ourselves a shoulder beam cannon, but we gotta be kind of careful with it. We don't got that much ammo, and it also has limited range. Also, it can't lead for shit. Hey, I'd like to launch those nukes today, please. They won't give me clearance. Fucking cocksuckers. It'd be nice if I could just nuke them, Command! They already war crimed the entire Earth, so, you know, what are we holding back for? Got one with the bayonet again.
2名さん到着しました。スタンバイお願いします。
くそ、待ってたぜ民名ちゃん。俺は信じていたぜ。民名は絶対来るとな。
Air there. Not that one, that one. That's a dent. Good enough. Above me. Can I get one right in there? Come on, where's the engagement range? Yeah. Good enough. I think I accidentally tapped two off. Oops. Alright, purple objective. What are we doing? Ah, the cruiser. That's a lot of missiles firing at us, but I think we're out of range. Fucking hell, they're just shooting at anything that looks funny at them. And away we go! Now, I'm not sure how many cruisers are gonna throw at us, so we're gonna keep the, keep a lid on the nukes there. We might need them. Although that gets rid of those real fucking quick, don't it? Wow, that's a lot of them. Alright, let's get some distance and throw a soda can at them. Catch, asshole! Strike! Alright. That's efficient use of nuclear weapons, I think. All remaining enemies in a single shot. They're putting a lot of holes in the boat. Ah, yes, our friends and allies have finally arrived.
プロトカルチャーの文化を失うわけには参りません。
Low quality PNG Minmei. It's cute they tried, but wow, that's really scuffed.
我らの敵はただ一つ。ゴルグモドルザーを倒し、再び文化を取り戻すのだ。
Well, the cute girl still has songs, and I've still got nukes, so we're not out of this fight yet, boys.
Macross, 突入!
We're going for the brain.
アポロリーダー、私待ってますから、あなたのことどうかご無事で。
アポロリーダーが敵機動要塞中心部に到達。
Hey, shit ass.
アポロリーダー、ボドルザを倒して。
By the way, it's not a cutscene. We actually get to blow up the fucking, the Zentradi, like, master brain. Look at this Andross-looking motherfucker. Shoot him! Shoot him! Shoot him! Captain, the PS2 cannot handle the amount of effects! Make it quick! Not exactly who I'd have singing. But, well, if this was accurate to me, well, let's just say the girl in question doesn't have much of a singing voice. That's quite the squadron emblem I have there. I'm not quite sure what to make of that one. It looks rather chaos to me, honestly.
デルタ1よりアポロ1へ任務完了ね。お疲れ様。
We did it though, folks. All in a day's work for, again, you know, you don't need to enjoy really kind of relaxed difficulty overall. It's not very difficult, won't challenge you very much, but it'll give you enough challenge to make it feel like you're doing something. You've got the theatrics of Macross, so you've got transforming Tomcats and missiles fucking everywhere. And, frankly, it's just an enjoyable time, I think. But, well, that's gonna be it for us tonight. I don't think I could skip this either, but it's probably not terribly long either. But so, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, that's the stream. And this was a nice diversion, wasn't it? That's you, Nukes and Trotty, 10 out of 10. I know, right? Unfortunately, that's most of the game. I'm not sure if there's any extra modes here, but it's not terribly, you know, expansive beyond that. But for, you know, for what it is, it's rather enjoyable. And hell, I think it's a bit more of a, I think it's a bit more easy on the palette than Battle Cry can be, because Battle Cry is really fucking uncomfortably difficult in some cases, to the point where it's not enjoyable, I think. Even though I played that game religiously as a child, I forgot how fucking difficult it was. It can be rather annoying. This, you're challenged just enough to make it feel like you're doing something, but generally speaking, you're having an easy time through most of this. Are any plans for the rest of the week, or are you gonna wing it? We're gonna wing it, so we'll see how things go. But, ladies and gentlemen, as I've said, that's it for the stream tonight. I have been your host, Horace Widdison, and thank you for joining me on this, you know, entertaining little diversion into, you know, the games we would have gotten if lawyers weren't involved. Lawyers ruin everything, though. Good night, folks. I'll see you next time.